trapping. What's going on, man? Shout out to everybody rocking with the boy. You know, tonight, we at the nighttime. We on the late gate. Not really, but you know, it's 7 where I'm at. So, hey, let's get it. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We in the building today, man. Let's get it. Yeah. We gotta decide the fate of Mr. LVE. You understand me? Let's get it. Yeah. I'm feeling good tonight, y'all. You understand me? Shout out to Double R. Shout out to Michael Lockhart. You understand? Shout out to Derwin. Shout out to Thomas A. Garrett. DC4 Life X. Jameson Taylor. Samuel Rowe, a.k.a. Landlord from Wakanda. You understand me? Let's get it. Shout out to I Love Weed. You understand? One-handed bandit. We in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. We getting nefarious on a Saturday night. You understand? Let's go. Shout out to Jonathan Taylor in the building. Bruce got the toxic juice. You already know what's going on, y'all. No, let's go. Hey, you know what we gonna make these haters do too. Y'all already knew, didn't you? Y'all know what we finna make them do. What we finna make them do? Hate. That's what we finna do. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey, I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey, ain't no looking back,
Regina.
Came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, and we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, cause we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey, landlord is showing how to ball, boy. You ain't even on the team, you just a ball, boy. Used to run knockout, but it's real now. Bitch, I probably average your career. People one day hating on it, probably wanna kill it. When they got our own band, we holler everything sounds good. Long little CEO, CIP the dollar.
Let's go.
Good took my brother, that shit made me go harder. That turned me to a monster. I'm focused on the comma. I'ma run up them comma. The summer, run up them numbers, yeah. I know that they hate the way the ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Ain't no looking back, we came a long way. I know that they mad, but just let them hate. That what make them hate. That what make them hate. And we just get K and they just in the way. That what make them hate. That what make them hate. Cause we just get K and they just in the way.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? We trapping. We just trapping on a Saturday night, man. Y'all know where y'all at. Y'all know y'all at the trap, man. I ain't even have to tell y'all that, man. I ain't even have to tell you. But we in the building today, man. We got to decide the fate of our brother, Mr. Leighton Vander Esch. You know, he's a free agent after we did his fifth year option. You know what I'm saying? We drafted him first round, you understand? And now we got to decide if we going to bring him back or is we going to let him walk? Is we going to let that little birdie fly, you understand? What we going to do, we need to figure it out, y'all. We got to understand what our linebacker situation looking like, how he stack up with the people we got, and how he stack up with the linebackers across the league. So let's get to business. Shout out to Donnell Lamar, D.A. Lee, Stephen White. Y'all already know where you at, though. Shout out to everybody rocking with you. Make sure y'all hit that like and share so we can get this thing around the corner. But we do have to decide the fate of Mr. LVE. We got to see what we can do with him, man. We don't know what we can do with him. So we got to look at most of the areas that we need improvement at, what he lacked at this year, what he did good and what he did not do good. You understand? So let's start off with, let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me see how I want to start this thing off right then. Okay. We're going to look at an article from the DallasCowboys.com. You understand? Shout out to them over there. Them good people over there. Them some good people over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them folks. We finna check out this article real quick. Let's see. Bam. Okay, what's next for linebacker? LVE. Let's see. You've seen the poor linebacker play can lead to the NFL, and particularly for the Dallas Cowboys, you've also seen the dominant linebacker play can help a defense truly become seen as it's the literal center of the entire defensive unit. It's a position that the Cowboys have had a lot of success with over the course of the franchise existence, but also one they've whiffed on time or two. It must have supposed to said a time or two. The goal is 2023 is to keep what's working, i.e. Leighton Vander Esch, and build around him with strengthening talent like Damone Clark. But with free agency approaching, the Cowboys have some work to do, and product of that work will dictate their entire offseason plan at the position. As will the progress or lack thereof of other players the team is counting on to take the next step. The offense's final edition of What's Next walks into the linebackers room and assesses the current state of affairs for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see. I'd be remiss if I didn't lead the discussion of the past Cowboys linebackers without highlighting both DeMarcus Ware, Chuck Howley, the latest two legendary linebackers Dallas set to be immortalized in a few months during the Pro Football Hall of Fame ceremony in Canton. Yes, Ware was more or less an edge rusher, but that was because he was an outside linebacker operating primarily in a 3-4 defensive scheme, and one of the best to ever do it as well. Howley is often overlooked for whatever reason, finally getting his due as a Hall of Famer this year, but what he did on the field, the Cowboys deserve roses, and a lot of them. It was players like Howley, Leroy Jordan, and Thomas Henderson who set the standard that others chased throughout their careers for the Cowboys. So it's a tough act to follow for Mr. LVE, but it says, and while not every one of them reached the greatest heights for various reasons, i.e. Eugene Lockhart, Michael Lockhart, that's your people, sir? Was tasked with trying to drag the Cowboys out of the leanness of Tom Landry's final years in Dallas. They deserve to be honored as the founding fathers at the position. Names like Ken Norton Jr. come to mind, along with the dynamic duo of Dexter Coakley and Dak Ewing. Man, them was my guys. Them boys was out the chain. Dexter Coakley and Dak Ewing. Man, Dexter Coakley, an underrated Cowboy too. Real talk. He was solid for many years. But leading up to the dominance of Sean Lee, whose career might have put him in the Ring of Honor and / or Hall of Fame, if not slow and ended prematurely due to injury. So as the new group of linebackers hit the ground running in Dallas, to say they have a lot to live up to is an understatement of enormous proportions. Present. I know when you think of the Cowboys linebackers in the present tense, you rightfully think of Michael Parsons, and that's fair considering he entered the league as the linebacker whose versatility was put on full display as a rookie, being most assigned to defensive end duties in year 2, putting on another dominant performance in the process. But seeing as the latter is true, I assign him to the defensive line portion of What's Next series. And that turns my attention to the true linebackers of this roster, Leighton Vander Esch being the headliner of that regime. We got some big decisions, y'all. The decision is, the decision to use first round pick 19th overall on Vander Esch was roundly criticized by many, but for his rookie season was said and done, that had been enough crow swallowed to choke a kraken or something like that, yeah. I was one of them ones that said that was a bad pick, but LVE proved me wrong out the gate. LVE flew out the gates in year 1 en route to a Pro Bowl nod and a spot on the PFWA All-Rookie team, but the injury bug would begin taking bites that created some concern on if he'd ultimately suffer the same fate as Lee and Gwynn before him, a dominant linebacker whose body won't allow him to be, unfortunately. Those concerns were put to bed without dinner in 2022, another stellar season that saw LVE lead a linebacking corps right with youth and uncertainty. I don't want to read that. Things were stabilized a bit by the acquisition of Anthony Barr in training camp, but it was absolutely the LVE show in Dallas last season at linebacker. Jabril Cox, who we never seen, struggled to remain active on the field in his first full season after suffering a torn ACL, and neither Malik Jefferson or Devin Harper made an impact on the 53-man roster, with Harper spending the back half of the season on injury reserve and Jefferson regulated mostly to the practice squad. Man, Devin Harper, I hate Devin Harper was hurt, but I believe he can play. I think he might be able to contribute if they give him an opportunity. Ain't no telling, though. We'll have to see what Mr. DQ want to do, and you know we trust DQ in the trap now. Trap. Trust DQ. The lack of overall depth did lead to an opportunity for rookie fifth-round pick Damone Clark, however, who beat the odds of potentially facing a red shirt season to return from spinal fusion surgery in 2022, and despite some learning curve hiccups, showed flashes of unbridled fury that hints at what year 2 and beyond might bring. Clark helped save the day in absence of the injured Barr and in short absence of Leighton Vander Esch in December, joining an unheralded but skilled Luke Gifford and starving off disaster at the position down the stretch. Future, okay? That's because Vander Esch is set to become an unrestricted free agent for the second time as in many years, having seen his fifth-year option decline by the Cowboys before signing a one-year prove-it deal in Dallas, and then going on to do just that, prove it. Yeah, he balled out to me. He ended up balling out to me. I ain't gonna lie. He finished second to only safety Donovan Wilson in tackles with 90 combined, and he reached that number despite having missed the final 3 regular season contests with a pinched nerve in his shoulder. He was key in helping anchor the run defense and played sideline to sideline like a man possessed, his locker room leadership being unqualifiable, helping Barr acclimate quickly while also mentoring Clark and other young linebackers. Keeping him aboard in 2023 has to be top priority in the free agent discussion. Also, priority will be fully unleashing Clark in his second year because he has the makings of something special and could easily be a steal of 2022 NFL draft by a mile. But in doing so, it makes me wonder where Barr fits into the equation. Not to say he doesn't, but more so as a rotational player versus taking snaps away from Clark. That's interesting. Because it might be time to let Damone Clark just rock out. Barr might not be in the plans. If Barr is amenable to this, re-sign him quickly because it remains unclear who else is ready to step up and at the moment. Gifford, also special teams ace, is set to join LVE in free agency, but should be a less expensive and easier retention. So that's promising news, though it's not a guarantee. Another full offseason for Cox should be put him on the upswing. Hopefully, man. That's just depressing. That's just depressing with Damone Clark. With what's his name, Jabril Cox. But the onus is on him to prove that to be true when training camp rolls around. The same goes for Jefferson, having been signed to the futures to a futures deal for an opportunity to build himself up more in the eyes of the defense coordinator, Dan Quinn, and Devontae Bunn is still around as well to try and assist the unit. In the end, Vander Esch's decision will largely dictate how the Cowboys are forced to approach this portion of their depth chart in 2023. Okay, good grief. That's a lot of reason. It was more than I thought, y'all. Good grief. It was a little more than I thought. Good grief. Okay. I think they did a good job, man. The .com be having some sauce over there, too. I think y'all be sleep sometimes. That was a good article. But, okay, shout out to One Handed Bandit with the $9.99 for your mind. Shout out to you, sir. He said, did you see that Jackson Njigba is Dallas Cowboys fan and tweeted he can't wait to turn up in Jerry World and has a Dallas Cowboys tattoo on his right arm? You think he would be worth drafting? Good grief. Don't tell me that. I was just watching a little his tape today, man. He kind of iffy to me. Because, you know, he don't have that game-breaking speed, but he does look like he one of them people that just get open some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? He might be just crafty. That might be something we like over here in Dallas. For a player not to have this blazing speed that could just get open like that, that means he know how to manipulate the DBs. That means he got a high-level football IQ, and that feel like he can really do a lot of good for us. Then that leans me towards him being a route runner, which is perfect for Mr. Dak Prescott. You know he gets surgical with it.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake.
You give Dak Prescott some time and a route runner, we finna boogie, you understand me? We finna turn up. See, they gonna put some respect on Dak name this time while he got some real people with him. You understand? We had this makeshift wide receiving core and everybody want to dog my boy Dallas out, hey. But we got something for him, you understand? We got something for him this time. I love Weed said, I'm a Buck fan as well. I say no, but love the kid. Yeah, so you say no. You don't like him too much. I don't know. If you don't ask him to be, let's say, I think he might be a year away from being a really, really good wide receiver. He can step in day one and contribute, but I don't know if you want to depend on him. That's just my, initial analysis. I think he really, really talented, though. And he got injury history, too. He said Devin is a free agent. Wow. Devin who? Devin Hopper? Don't tell me Devin Hopper is a, what's it called? Shout out to Coach Marv in the building. Don't do that, Coach. Don't you do that now, Coach. Coach said he got one thing to say about LVE. Extra heck no. Good grief, Coach. Don't be like that now. Don't be like that, Coach. Hey, I think who you gonna replace him with though, Coach? Because I know most time Coach have a plan. Who you gonna replace him with, Coach? Cause they don't like Jabril. Look like they would do anything but give Jabril a chance. So who you like, Coach? Let me know. Who do you love, Coach? Cause I know you got a plan. I know how you get down. He said my JR much better. Who is Devin Bush is a free agent. Oh, okay. Marvin Harrison took his Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. looks incredible. We wouldn't dare be able to draft that man, unfortunately. Okay, Swain says, he talking to somebody. Yeah, Coach, what you got? Who you want to replace him with? I think Devin Harper deserves some run, though. Well, I ain't gonna say he deserves no run, but I would like to see him have some run because he wasn't healthy enough to earn it. So I want to see how his training camp. He's somebody that I'm looking forward to taking the next step in training camp. I think this is gonna be a big training camp for him. Absolutely. I think Devin Harper gonna step up in training camp. He could be this year's Deron Bland. Somebody we never seen coming. I seen him. I mentioned him in the preseason. He was balling out. Absolutely, Swain. We got the bad influence in the building. What's happening, sir? What's happening, sir? But look, I really feel like that wouldn't be a bad thing to do. Put Devin Harper in there, cause I was looking forward to him this year, cause he was balling out in preseason. When I said that on Twitter, a lot of people responded to it, and I ain't gotten them about 5 followers. You know what I'm saying? So when I said something about Devin Harper was balling, a lot of people reacted to it. So I think I'm not the only one seeing he playing well. So hopefully Devin Harper can get in there, man. I think he'll be able to contribute. Really, I hate we got rid of Story Jackson too. We gonna go and get Bob, man. We would have let Story rock out, bro. Story would have balled, I feel like. I ain't follow him after he left Dallas, though. I wonder what he did after he left Dallas. Coach Miles says Harper or the guy from LSU or the draft or free agency. Okay. I'm with you if you say Harper. I'm with you if you say Harper. You said a guy from LSU, talking about Jabril or Damone. Because Damone, I'm looking at him already a start. We trying to replace LVE because Damone was right with LVE. In our base, we run with 2 linebackers, right? We run 2 linebackers on the base, I believe. So it'll be Damone Clark and blank, whoever we trying to replace LVE with. And it'll be fun to see Jabril Cox, but it don't look like he gonna be able to do it. Tavis Banks said Story was in the Keystone Sleeper Files too. Man, that boy was a baller, bro. You know, I had like a real successful video about Story Jackson, man. That boy can play. That boy can play. I was excited about him, and he landed the hat too. What's happening, JC Network? What's going on with you, sir? Trap. What's happening? But yeah, man, I really think I would have liked to see Story Jackson on this football team, man. I was kind of low-key hurt when they cut him, though. I was low-key a little disturbed, you know what I'm saying? I needed the violins, slow singing, you know what I'm saying? I was a little sad. Because if you watch Story Jackson tape, bro, he was laying wood the whole time. Like, Story always was a big hitter. He always had his foot in the dirt going forward. He reading, reacting like this. He was on point, man. So, I would have loved to keep Story. I think losing Story and the Vanilla Gorilla, what his name was, that went to Washington, I think that was 2 of our biggest L's last year. Coach Miles says Parson needs to play more linebacker and Cox needs to be big nickel. So you want Jabril at safety. I don't know. Because look, one of the biggest Story, that's crazy, white boy. Nah, Story wasn't no white boy, I don't think. I think he was black. He was a baller, though. Whatever color he was, you know what I'm saying? Story can ball. But, Coach, you know, one of the biggest things they hated on Jabril Cox was that he couldn't tackle. So, do you want him to be your last line of defense on a big play and he's struggling at tackling? I don't know if that'll be smart. That'll be pretty much a guaranteed touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, what happened? That'll be pretty much a guaranteed touchdown. Y'all can hear me? I feel like something happened. Oh, okay. Yeah, that feel like a guaranteed touchdown. Tavis said Ridgeway got cut, but he beat up McGovern. Yeah, man. I think we was a little too high on our defensive line this year. Because how you cut John Ridgeway and then Neville Gallimore don't do nothing. So yeah, I agree with you. Shout out to JC, says me and you smashed all those breakdowns last summer. LOL, Jabril, Ridgeway, and Story Jackson. LOL, crazy. It didn't work out. Yeah, that's a fact. We were putting in that off-season work, sir. Real talk. We were putting in that off-season work. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Mr. JC Cowboys Network channel, man. He got some good work over there. But check this out. We're going to look at a couple of my breakdowns on LVE if I can get these things to play right. Y'all know I'm in the trap. You know how we is.
Trap.
We might not even have the cable on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Matt Fries coming in strong with a $20 holla. I appreciate you, sir. I really do. And he says, hey, how you doing tonight, landlord? If we redo deal, we get Shy Turtle from the Saints at, who are you talking about, Shy Turtle? I don't know him. My bad, but hold on. From the Saints at good price, and we get Paris Campbell to cost fair price for it, and running backs in the future like Zach Evans, Tank Bigsby too. You're the best, dude. You're the GOAT, Mr. Matt Fries. You're the GOAT right here in the trap. You already know that, sir. Appreciate you, sir. I really do. But yeah, man, I wouldn't mind going to get a running back in the draft. I wouldn't necessarily trade for a running back or get a running back in free agency, because you know they'll be on the tail end of they'll want some big money, and you know they'll be towards the tail end of a normal running back shelf life. So I wouldn't want to pay a normal running back no money though. But yeah, drafting one to be definitely my plans, and Tank is a good running back too. Tank Bigsby, he was one of the few bright spots for Auburn when we used to beat the stuffing out of them boys. Roll Tide, you understand me? Roll Tide, you know that. Shout out to Matt with another $2 super chat. He said, Dak deal, I meant landlord. Oh, okay. I got you. But yeah, so we're going to look at a few of my breakdowns. I don't know if some of y'all might have not seen this stuff, so I'm going to try to pull it up on here and let y'all watch some of my breakdowns I did on Mr. LVE, man, because I really changed my tune. Early in the year, I was low on LVE. I'm going to just be real with you. I wanted him out the door. I looked at him dead in the face and said, you trash. You trash! So I wanted him out of my building, but I ain't going to lie. He made me reboot. He made me rethink. So let's see if we can pull some of this stuff up. Shout out to everybody rocking with us in the trap, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a call. I promise. It will not. Okay, let's see if we can pull some of this stuff up. Let's see how this go.
How we imagine a future of unlimited possibilities?
I want my generation to redefine what success looks like.
What's happening? Landlord from Alabama here, back with another video. And today, man, we talking about your linebacker, LVE. I believe this game right here indicates to us that the Wolf Hunter could possibly be back. This was probably his best game of the year. He was making plays all over the field, man. That's a very good sign that he is back healthy. He was blowing up blocks, shedding them real quickly and getting to the ball carrier, showing range all over the field. LVE had an outstanding game. So let's take a look at the film. Now on this play, you'll see how patient he is, waiting, reading his keys, diagnose the play, read and react, going to get the ball carrier, takes a nice angle. Good job by LVE, man. He's looking like the old LVE. He didn't take long to diagnose the play. That's how you measure a good linebacker. He gave it time for the option, went and put his foot in the dirt, went and made a good play on an athletic quarterback. Great job by the Wolf Hunter. On this play, he read and reacts again, put his foot in the dirt, moves forward and go get the ball carrier. You know, holds them to a minimal gain. That's what you want to see your linebackers do. Go forward, read and react with very little lag behind it. Go and get them as quickly as possible. Fill those gaps. Good job by him. Now this play right here shows me he's healthy. Boom, watch how he sheds the block. Go and gets the ball carrier down. Great job by him. He covered a lot of ground, showed a lot of range. LVE looks like he's back into form in my opinion. Sheds the block, boom. Come in and get involved in the play with D-Law. Great job by the defense. Now this play displays some great range. Look how he going against the ball carrier. great angle he took. That was a good play by LVE. He took a good angle in pursuit, didn't get fooled by the jet sweep by the wide receiver. Came and got the ball carrier. Great job by LVE. This play right here, he's getting through the trash, finds the ball carrier, wraps him up, make sure the play don't get worse than it was. He gained about 3-4 yards, so it wasn't too bad, but you see how LVE was patient, took on a block, tried to find him, and got him down. Good job by LVE. Now on this play, you'll see LVE reading his keys, foot in the dirt, boom, takes down the ball carrier. That was a great job. Reading and reacting, diagnosing the play, not over pursuing. That was a good job. Wow, good job taking down one of the better running backs in the league. Great job by him. Now on this play, you'll see LVE reading his keys, sees the guard pull, went and go and get the ball carrier. He beat him to the punch. He outran the guard and the tackle so they couldn't get a hand on him, and he got behind in the backfield and got the ball carrier down. That was a great job by him. Now on this play, you'll see the running back wants to go in that hole where LVE was in, but he filled the gap pretty good and went to the other side and got the ball carrier down. Good play, good job by LVE. Watch it from this angle. You'll see Pierce looks like he wants to go through the angle that LVE was at, but he met him and went, slid to the side and still got the ball carrier down. Good job by LVE. This is the guy we've been waiting on. It looks like he's healthy. This is the guy with the range. Look at how he get down. That was a great job by him. That was covering a whole lot of ground, showing a whole lot of range. This is the player that we imagined. When the Joneses brought him in, this is the player that they wanted. A Urlacher-ish type linebacker that can go from sideline to sideline, run, and good in coverage. And this is who he's turning back into. We know he had a great start to his career and shut up a lot of haters, you know what I'm saying? But he ended up being a big-time player. It only lasted a short amount of time, but it looks like he's getting back into form. But overall, I believe this might have been LVE's best game that he done had this year. He was looking real healthy, going sideline to sideline with no problem. He even had some good coverage reps. He was doing an outstanding job this game, man. There's nothing you can hate on him this game about. So I'm encouraged. I told you, ever since he jumped over that pile, he been a little different in my opinion, and I like what I'm seeing. If we can get him to play anything near this for the rest of the year, I think it'll be great for us. It'll pay a lot of dividends. He was all over the field making plays left and right. He finished with 14 total tackles and 9 solos. That was outstanding work from Mr. LVE, the Wolf Hunter, and we need more like it. One thing I did notice when him and Clark was in the game, they had some great coverage on a lot of these inside crossing type routes, and they might be our best coverage linebackers that we have. That tandem right there. Anthony Barr, I don't think he's ready athletically to move his hips the way he used to. He's just not that kind of player anymore. I think they might be our best coverage linebackers, probably outside of Jabril Cox if they're not going to use him. This is probably the best package we can have out here on the field at the same time. But that's all I got for you today, man. Just holler at your boy, Landlord from Alabama, with the same handle on all social media. And like I say, 1K, 1 love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go. You already. I think I did well on that breakdown. I think that was pretty decent if I do say so myself in the trap. I appreciate y'all. What y'all think though? Hey, that was LVE best game against the Texans. Shout out to Matt Fry with the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. He says we need to add a piece to defense and add wide receiver and free agency this year too. Sorry I can't spell sometimes, and I want offensive linemen. Hold on. Excuse me. At 26 pick, I want gangster offensive lineman this year for our running backs. Hey, Matt said he want a gangster. Okay, Matt, I got you, sir. You don't gotta apologize, man. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? You know you the GOAT round here in the trap. We gonna figure it out. We get what you're saying, sir. We appreciate you. But Mr. Matt said he want a gangster now. Hey, I like that lingo, sir. He said he want a gangster offensive lineman. You understand me? I'm with you. Cause I showed y'all when we looked at that that film, that Zeke to Zeke or not to Zeke, what I seen mostly was the offensive line was getting whipped. Shout out to Miss Gina over there on Facebook. She said she wants some fried bologna. We got you. Shout out to you, God is the poet. Shout out to G. Whiten and everybody in the building. Albert Burley. Shout out to you too, sir. You can try with us too. You said Osiris Towns. You talking about the offensive lineman from Florida. I like the stuff I seen so far. You know what I'm saying? I ain't did a deep dive. I really ain't made it into offensive lineman yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a skill position guy. So I looked at DBs, running backs, you know what I'm saying, wide receivers. I'm looking at stuff like that first. Then I'm going to go into the other positions, man. I can't help it. I'm just a wide receiver by nature. But, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, though. But I got another one, but we're going to look at some of his stuff real quick. Let me make sure I got it set up. We got to see how he stack up with the linebackers we got. Then we got to see how he stack up with the ones in the league. Because, you know, I think LVE is a person we need to bring back now. At first, I would have said cut his throat, like off with his head, just tell him get up out of the building. You trash! But now, the more I look into it, I feel a little differently, man. He picked up his play as the season went along. He got better and better. So, let's pull up some of his stuff. Let's see. Bam. Okay. Bam. Okay, hold on. Let's see now. Let me see now. Hold on. Bam. Okay. He had 61 tackles this year, 26 assists, 0 interceptions. I don't like that, though. But he got a forced fumble, though. But overall grade of 70, that's pretty solid, man. I wouldn't even thought he had a passing grade, though, from the rocket start he had. So shout out to LVE, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better put some respect on him, man, because he turned over a new leaf at the end of the season now. On that tail end, he started turning up. I told you, after he jumped over that pile, LVE was a different dude now. That dude was different after that. So, okay, run defense, that ain't too great now. That ain't too great, 61.7. You got a D. Back in my days, D's used to be 65s, but I think they changed it along the way. Pass rush grade, 54.4, that's bad. Coverage, that's pretty damn good, I'm about to admit. 75.6, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, LVE. Now, let's see. Hold on. Total snaps. Hold on. That ain't it. Okay, forced fumbles. Passing rating allowed, 91.8. Good grief. Let's see if we can get a little deeper into this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. That ain't what I was looking for. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to see how he line up, how he measure up against the other linebackers on the Cowboys. Let's see. Well, now in the league. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. Let's see. Player grade. Bam. Okay. Nobody else. Anthony Barr got a 60.5. Good grief. Damone Clark got a 65.5. That's decent, I guess, for a rookie. How he got better than the vet Barr. See. Oh look, we asked for Barr, but you gotta be careful what you ask for, though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I was wrong about Barr, y'all. I was definitely wrong about Barr. I said we needed Barr, but it didn't work out for us. You know, they say be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. He said he has a Steelers bill. Shout out to Kimberly in the building. Is this another one I missed, Matt? Let me see. Shout out to Matt. I think it is. Shout out to you, sir. I appreciate you. He said offensive lineman was getting beat up the film, and I understand Zeke not going to be here forever, but he still got value. I'm cool. Draft the running back day too. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Some better offensive line play, Zeke will look much better. That's the conclusion I came to once I put my eyes on the film that I was looking at. Let's see. What up from NC? Go Cowboys. Shout out to NC Cowboys in the trap. What's happening? Trap. What's happening? Bar is mad slow. I ain't a tab. We need to get that boy up out of here. Shout out to Matt Fry with another $5 super chat, man. You know he the trapper of the year. Matt won 4 times in a row. He said, I got to check linebacker in the draft. If you want great draft shows, check my boys, JC Cowboys Network, landlord from Alabama. Absolutely, sir. Shout out to you, man. You the GOAT. Okay, Whitening says, whatever Parsons wants, he gets. Look at DQ. I came back for Parsons, I think. You understand? DQ came back for Parsons. Trap. Coach Mars said, I missed his super chat. Let me go up, Coach. Okay, shout out to Coach Mars with the $5 haul. I appreciate it, sir. He said, let LVE test the market first. The market will tell real on LVE. You saying it'll tell what's real on LVE. Yeah, I understand. I think you're right. But I would most definitely like to because we don't got nothing else that's legitimate at linebacker for real, do we, Coach Mars? So what you think, Coach? Because I don't think we got nothing else like that's tangible. You know what I'm saying? Damone Clark is a projection. Jabril Cox is a hope and a prayer. Who else? What else we got to do? We don't have many options at linebacker, and surely we don't have many things that's tangible. That's why I at least look at LVE as something that's a proven commodity. Even though he's not a premier player anymore, he's still a dependable, valuable piece on his team that can at least hold us down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to B-Bird in the building. What's happening, sir? What's going on with you? But yeah, that's the only reason I think LVE could at least be a dependable piece. You know what I'm saying? He's still somebody, like, he's not going wow the world, but he's like pretty consistent. He's pretty solid. Let's see. Put Parsons back at linebacker. So you gonna hopefully if we can get what's his name? Big Slam Williams to take that next step, sir. If we can get Slam to take that next step, we might not have to use that boy no more. Coach Miles said, landlord, no. Good grief. So who you gonna just depend on the unknown, Coach Miles? You know what I'm saying? We just having a football discussion, you know. It really ain't no rights and wrongs when we don't know what's gonna happen. So just give me your opinion, because like we'll have to depend on the unknown. And that's scary when you trying to take the next step. We're not trying to just go into a winning season. We trying to win big, right, Coach Ma? That's what I'm saying. So you got to at least see that. Look at Lee's side hair in the building. This boy said, go Texans, go Cowboys, and then he said, go Spurs. I see you in the trap. Trap. I love baseball. I love playing baseball, but I never could really watch baseball, so it is what it is. So I ain't really got no baseball team. Shout out to Red in the building. What's happening, sir? You trapping, sir? Trap. Is you trapping on the Saturday, sir? Let me know. Shout out to Matt Fry with another $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Trap. He says, I want Edwards from the Bills, but he's too rich for Dollar Bill Jones. Good grief.
Dollar Bill! Shut down! Pay no country boy nothing!
Coach Ma said, if you take a call, I will explain. Okay, I can pull up the phone for you, Mr. Coach Marv. You know, it ain't no problem, man. You know, you're a vital piece to this community. We all appreciate everything you do, sir. We all just trying to win, Coach. So I got you. Let me talk to the people for a second. Where we at? We 45 minutes in. I'll take a call out the wire, Coach. I got you. Let's see. Hold up. He said baseball sucks. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Look, I honestly love playing baseball. I just can't watch it. I got a partner. I don't know who that was. What, it was a few years ago, maybe several years ago. But this boy watched the football. He watched the baseball game for like 10 hours. Do y'all remember that game? My partner is like a real fan. Like, he watched the game for like 10 hours. Like, y'all remember that? We got Trap Boy Ready in the building, you understand me? Trap. Who remember it was a baseball game maybe 5 years ago? It was like a 10-hour game. My homeboy watched it from start to finish and called me talking about how amazing it was. I said, boy, you watched the game for 10 hours? You is crazy. I ain't never been that dedicated now. If it's a Cowboy game last that long, then I'm in now. You already know why.
We are America's team. The most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
Yeah, it's cool playing it, but yeah, it's boring watching it, in my opinion. I don't see no Eagles, man. You know them Eagles is gone. They hiding right now. Them birds didn't even fly south because I don't see none in Alabama either, sir. I don't see none in Alabama either. Them boys didn't even fly south. I don't know where they went. They just disappeared off the face of the earth. Good grief. You got it, said baseball games are way too long. Laughing my butt off, and golf too. Nope. Yeah, I can't sit there and watch that. Shout out to Joe Tranchina. You rocking with us this late, sir? You must be off. Watching us live from Italy. You must be off tonight. Oh, we do got a turd bird in the building. What's happening, sir? Hey, I got respect for you, sir, because if you showing your face after that debacle y'all had, like, it was almost equivalent to the Falcons. I told you, birds of a feather flock together, sir. I'm going to look you dead in your eyes and tell you that your team is trash.
You trash!
But how you doing, sir? I know you the one that came in peace, so we ain't going to do you wrong, man. I appreciate you in the trap, sir. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, sir. Shout out. Yeah, Joe Tranchina said he off tomorrow, so he trapping late night with us, y'all. You already know that. Trapping late night with us. Hey Joe, what time is it in Italy right now? Let us know so we can show the people how dedicated you is to the trap and to the Cowboys, man. We appreciate you. Shout out to Matt Fry with the $5 super chat. He says, I like Payne, he's too rich. Jones, great player. Jones like being cheap in the middle, guys. You know he like being in that middle, man. Dollar Bill Jones. He gonna have to commit to a season one of these days. You know what I'm saying? We just hoping that it's, sooner than later. That's what we hoping for. Yeah, them filthy eagle turd birds. You already know how I call them. I got a couple of partners that's Eagles fans, though. You know what I'm saying? Some of them you can tolerate them, you can bear them. But I got some friends that's on Facebook. They are crazy Eagle fans. Like, they talk reckless and go crazy every day. He said, drinks on landlord in the trap. Hey, you know I got you. Moonshine for everybody. Trap. Wild Irish Rose and Kool-Aid for the whole trap. You understand me? Tell me what flavor Kool-Aid you want and we got you. Says 3 a.m. in Italy. Man, Mr. Joe is trapping real late over there. You getting the fairies, ain't you, Mr. Joe? Good grief. Mr. Joe and the fairies. But I got one more LVE video. I don't know if I think I played them out of order. One of them was me being critical, I'll say, on LVE, and one of them was being positive. The Texans game was later on in the year. That's when his play started to pick up. But I believe this is when his play didn't do too well. So let's see. I don't know. None of it want to work now. So hold on. Let's see if I can pull it up.
At Aspen Dental, new patients without insurance get a free complete exam and x-rays and 20% off treatment plans.
YouTube TV has no hidden fees and includes unlimited DVR
premium,
space.
though.
YouTube TV, try it free.
What's happening? Landlord from Alabama here, back with another video. And today, man, we looking at LVE. Is he the Wolf Hunter again? Has he returned to his form where he made second team All-Pro and was a Pro Bowler? So you know that eye in the sky don't lie. We gotta check it out and see what he looked like on the film. We know he was kind of a controversial pick, and he shut up a whole lot of people in his rookie year, including myself. But since then, he been pretty much lacking. He been battling injuries and just not reaching up to that level ever again.
Facts.
Side note, just to think, a few years ago, we was thinking that we had the best linebacker core in the league with him and Jalen Smith.
Ain't that crazy, y'all? I'm glad I said that. We was thinking that we was hot stuff when it, y'all. When we had Jalen Smith and LVE, we was almost sure that we had the best linebacker core in football. Oh, how times change, y'all. That didn't last long at all, did it, y'all? Man, that lasted about a half a year, and we already knew what was going on shortly after that. But let's go.
But, you know, we
Shout
all
out to
were
Matt Fry with the $5 super
Now
chat.
in this play, you see him in his back pedal, and he makes a nice tackle on Jamar Chase. Bow! Now that's the Wolf Hunter of old right there. That wasn't LVE, that's the Wolf Hunter for sure.
Bow.
That was a nice tackle, man. Jamar gonna feel that in the morning.
Facts.
Now in this play, you see him finding his zone, comes up and makes a tackle. I guess you could say that's a tackle. They gave him a tackle for this play.
Unfortunately. Good grief. The man was on his knees. Let me get his shout out to Matt Fry real quick. I like pull up phone for Coach Mob. I like his football mind. You're welcome. Thanks for everything, dude. Cowboys Nation. Absolutely, sir. We appreciate everything you do. Yeah, I'm going to pull up the phones right after this for Coach Mob. So I do want to hear what his explanation is.
More of a participation trophy at this point. What is he doing on his knees? I don't understand, Leighton, but they gave him a tackle for this play. But good job, I guess. You know, it was about 100 defenders right there. So, you know, if they got it down, we'll give it to him. Now in this play, you see him reading the guard, then he sheds the block, makes the tackle. Nice play by LVE. Now let's take another look at it. As you can see, he reading the guard, then he moves like he moves. It's almost like synchronized swimming. Big Bo with the decent double team. He holds his ground in the double team game, as you can see. And then, in my opinion, Leighton probably should have been able to shoot that gap and not get blocked by that center. But he was a little slow, in my opinion. I want somebody to shoot that gap before he gets a hand on him. Big Bo did his job and held up two blockers. But it was a nice cutback lane for the running back. Leighton sheds the block and still comes up and make a decent play. Now you probably want...
Yeah, you got to shoot that gap right there, Leighton, in my opinion. I feel like if he would have been a more aggressive and put his foot in the dirt and went forward, he probably could have stopped that play. But
easy right
it is
there
what it is.
To come in and fill that gap a little quicker. He was a little late, but Leighton still made a good play, man. Nice play by the Wolf Hunter, Leighton Vander Esch. Now in this play, you see Michael getting double teamed. Ghostin beat his man out the gate. Big Bo being a gangster, so that center and guard didn't block nobody. Leighton gave him a little push. He tripped up over his man. Leighton went and showed some of that speed. He still got a little juice in the tank. That was a nice play by Wolf Hunter. Great angle.
I know everybody done with Leighton, but that was a good play right there, y'all. That was a good play. He made up a lot of ground and held him to a minimum gain. That's what you want to see from a linebacker. That was a good play.
That looked like Wolf Hunter of old. Now in this play, you see Micah just wrecking stuff, man. It's hard to talk about defense without mentioning Michael Parsons on this team.
I got you, Coach.
That makes everything work.
He the one who got the penetration, got the pressure, flushed Burrow out, which made Dorrance Armstrong keep his contain, forced him back into the inside, and LVE cleans up. That was just an alpha sack. That was a right place, right time type of sack. That was mostly alpha, but carnage and havoc. It was a sack as a sack as a sack, I guess. The best defensive player in the league, in my opinion, Micah the Monster Parsons. Watch this play. He don't even win, but he gets so much penetration that Burrow flushes out, and it opens up a plate for his teammates to eat on. Look at LVE with the sack. Nice play by LVE with the cleanup. Now in this play, you see LVE in his zone. He moves his hips. Boom. Got a
That was a good hit right there, y'all.
Tight end. That was a good
good coverage too.
Burrow. LVE with the nice hit.
Hey man, I know we got a preconceived type idea how we look at LVE, man, but you got to be honest to what your eyes show you sometimes too. Now this man been making hits. That was a great hit. That was great coverage. He was deep down the field. He made up all the ground he supposed to make. He held his zone. It ain't much you can ask for that, man. Like, he had a mixed bag on this film session, but LVE was doing a decent, though. I'd say that.
He got good depth in that zone.
Shout out to Stargaze in the building. What's happening?
And came with a nice legal hit. They picked the flag up. He was playing the ball as well. He came and hit him with a straight shoulder.
What's happening, Isaiah Young?
Contact. That was a nice play by LVE. Now in this play, you see him take his read step, sheds the block, comes in and get involved with the tackle on Mixon. Nice job by LVE. Now that tackle just got shedded real quick, man. I know when he was coming out of Boise, we was kind of hesitant on him as a draft pick because we didn't know if he could shed blocks on a consistent basis, and it looks like he understands how to utilize his length and size and speed. He's got better. Good job by LVE. Now in this play, LVE is guarding the flats. That's a tight end. He comes up and makes a nice tackle immediately. On the ball carrier. That's a great job by LVE. You see he reading Burrow.
Bow. That was a good play, y'all.
Dead at Burrow. As soon as he throws the ball, foot in the dirt, down here, makes a nice form tackle. Great job by Leighton Vander Esch. That looked more like the Wolf Hunter right there, in my opinion.
Facts.
But overall, I wouldn't go as far as to say he's back to the Wolf Hunter Pro Bowl, second team All-Pro Wolf Hunter. We know he gets injured a lot. We know he's not as quick laterally as he used to be, in my opinion. But I was never extremely big on him because I felt like he's an old school linebacker made to stop the run these days. And most teams ain't even running the ball. And I think he's kind of vulnerable in coverage because of the injuries. He's a little too mechanical, a little too stiff, in my opinion. Now, a lot of people just look straight at the stat sheet and say, oh, LVE is back into form and he's the Wolf Hunter again, howling like a wolf. But he did have a solid performance. He's in a great situation with an elite defense around him. Yes, I said elite, but I can't lie. I would love to see Jabril Cox, Damone Clark, Kevin Harper, some of these young guys get a shot at this linebacking core, man. I would love to see it. But
I think I did decent on that one. Now, I was kind of critical on that one. I was a little critical on that. But I think it was justified. You know, he got off to a little rocky start in the beginning of the year, in my opinion. Now, let me holler at these super chats because we look like we got some Eagle Turd Bird haters in the building. So, you know, we got to address them properly, you know, with all due disrespect. You know how we do it. You know who I is.
It's me. I'm him. I'm not them. I'm him Jones. I'm him Duncan.
He says, shout out to Coach Ma with the $2 super chat. He says, landlord, pull up Jalen stats from Giants this year. I will do so. I'm going to do that while I'm on the phone with you, Coach. Shout out to Matt Fry with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He says, LVE is okay, needs work. I'm down. Draft linebacker in the draft. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, shout out to everybody, man. We finna crank up the phones for Coach Marv. Star, if you want to call in, I would love for you to call in too. So, and whoever want to call in and talk some of this LVE talk, let me know. Excuse me, let me open up these phones if y'all don't mind. Shout out to Matt with another $2 super chat. He said, hater there,
see something about Hurts last year. Yeah, Hurts took a L, sir. We ain't even got to talk about them Eagle Turd Birds. They in our chat box. We ain't in theirs. They want to come to the trap, didn't y'all? Y'all got to understand. They content creators ain't got no trap. Y'all got a trap. They ain't got no landlord over there. They ain't got no landlord over there. They ain't got no Vice Lombardi. They ain't got no Law Nation. They ain't got none of this over there. You know who we is. We the best there is. You understand me?
We are America's team. The most watched. The most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tune in every Sunday.
They ain't got no Boss Cowboy Sports. They ain't got no JC Network. They ain't got none of these people. They ain't got no West Coast Cowboy. They ain't got no HTM Sports. They ain't got none of these guys, man. They over here in our room. We the best there is, man. That's why they over here and we don't never go over there. They want to be a part of the trap so bad. They want to be a part of the trap. But them dudes got to get patted down. They probably wearing a wild, dog. Them boys probably wearing a wild. They ain't built like that. They ain't even necessary to be up in here with us. Get them boys up out of here. You understand me? They must didn't know what they was. Trap. Hold on, this saying something about the server experience the eternal error. Oh, okay, we back up. Okay, bam.
You are the only participant in the conference.
Okay, Coach Marv, the number's still the same. I'm finna pull it up on the screen. Let's rock out. Let's rock out. Yeah, they can't do it like us, y'all. They want to be a part of the trap so bad. Them boys be the feds. That's them Donnie Brascos over there. We waiting on you, Coach Marv, and whoever want to talk. The numbers on the screen. Please hit me up. Tell them bye, Miss Sheila. We ain't got time for that. That foolishness and nonsense. Where you at, Coach? Anybody welcome to call too, feel free. Shout out to Matt Fry with another $2 super chat. He says Texans, Eagles will always be little brothers, guys. Absolutely. Okay, 803, you live in the trap. Who I'm speaking with, sir?
What's going on, landlord, man? Hey, check this out, man.
Okay, hit me with it, Coach.
I think I like those LVE as a guy. I mean, I like him as he's been a great Cowboy. But if you telling me my coach's eye telling me that with playing time, you couldn't get that same amount of play, or maybe better, from Damone Clark, then Damone Clark is not what he came out of college being. You can't tell me that. And let me tell you the biggest issue I have with LVE.
Okay.
And on those breakdowns you got. Okay, you said we talk about maybe one hit, and that was going down the field. Everything else is catch and grab. And LVE is 6'4", 255 pounds.
So you say he ain't moving forward and pushing nobody back?
He's not a physical player, and he's not coming towards the line of scrimmage. We look at those stats. How many tackles for loss? Michael Parsons was at linebacker for his rookie year, and we're not even talking about the defensive ends. He had at least 8 tackles for loss at linebacker.
Yeah.
LV in the last 2 years, he may have 3, 4.
That's true.
Again, and this is what I said about the jailing thing. And I know people wanted to rag him down because we thought we had the 2 best linebackers. But if you go back and watch the film when they got rid of Jalen played better than LVE did.
Yeah, you said, hold on, let me go try to pull up Jalen numbers too. Because that was a good point. I mean, Jalen still had some tread left in it. Coach, that what it looked like to me.
Right, but
he had one of his best guys against us too.
This is the thing about I say about Jalen, and this is not to get into the point about Jalen, but this is where I have to use the comparison to say this is where we have the hypocrisy at. Jalen got shot down for having a season where he had 150 tackles.
Yeah.
150 tackles. LVU done played the last 2 seasons. Ain't got to 150 combined yet. On a better defense.
True.
So, again, let the market, I guarantee you the market will tell you. The market spoke last year. Because we signed him back for $3 million. Well, incentives got him up to $3 million. And he probably made all his incentives. But people don't sign free agent linebackers that start in the NFL, they get $3 million. You can look around the league. Unless they're a rookie that's been just drafted, linebackers in the league ain't getting paid $3 million to be starting linebackers. Absolutely. My thing is this. He is a prime example of letting the market dictate to you what he's worth. Because if you throw a low ball number to him and he signs for a low ball number, he knows that the market is dried up.
Yeah, that's why you say you need to test the free agency market.
I mean, we gonna tie our money in LVE, and we got bigger fish to fry. If it's a couple of dollars that we gonna tie our money in LVE to maybe possibly, I'm gonna even go here and let's go on the offensive side, right?
Yeah.
If we gonna tie up some money to keep LVE. And then let's say we don't like what Zeke does. We gonna let Zeke go because we gonna tie some money with LVE.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I'm just saying, let the market show, and the market will tell you. Now I know some other reports from the some of these other people in Cowboy land, the ones inside the building wanted to run this fraud thing last year, talking about LVE turned down. He had an offer for $8 million, $9 million to be a linebacker for Pittsburgh, and he was about to go there, but they backed out in the last minute, and the Cowboys went ahead and jumped him and signed him for $3 million. and they throw that out there, and people jumped on that talking about, well, let's be realistic. If Pittsburgh wanted to sign him for $9 million and they backed out at the last minute, he couldn't find a deal for more than $3 million, $2 million with up to $3 million with incentives.
Yeah, coach calling that cap, ain't it? You said he ain't had no deal like that on the table.
So the market says, and then he played 17 games the year before. So we thought the injury history was over. Yeah. Now the injury history comes up again, and he misses 2 or 3 games at the end of the season this year. Now you're talking about a linebacker in his 7th year, right?
Yeah.
Already has an injury history. That's not going to get no better. And whatever athletic ability he had is not going to get better in year 7, 8, 9. So let the market value say what he got. But if you bring him back, when you sign him as a free agent, if you sign him to a low contract and you bring him back, we know the Cowboys are going to do when they bring a guy back that's their guy. Now he's going to hurt the growth of the guys that should be playing.
True. That's that Jason Witten syndrome.
That's the Jason Witten. Now let me say this part. And this goes back to what I was saying about the linebacker with Parsons.
Okay, I got one more comment on here, Coach. So go ahead and land.
Okay, yeah, I got
Yeah, go ahead.
Two things are gonna land the plane.
Okay.
Parsons is a more valuable piece to us, playing in linebacker and blitzing on specialized packages, as well as his blitzing from the middle spot. He's gonna give us that. Teams are not gonna want to handle it. Last point here, when I told you about Cox. Cox already said when he told Boss Cowboy and Law had a conversation with Cox during the season. He wants to play big nickel. That's all he did in college. They had him a linebacker, but it was just a big nickel spot. And this guy, and I would guarantee this, he covered better than all your safeties, all your linebackers, and he might cover better than some of your corners you got there.
Yeah, he got great cover skills. That's what made me excited about him. Like, he was one of my, if I ain't mistaken, he might have been my biggest video I did in the offseason when I was covering Jabril.
And he would, and you would unleash him. He's not a physical linebacker, but he's got a little bit more physical traits that would make him a more physical safety dealing with blocks from tight ends and running backs, and his coverage skills and ball hawking skills would come to fruition, and that's what he wants to play. And this is where we can put him in that position to be backing up to my man Curse, because Curse is on it. Next year's Curse last year on this contract, because the Cowboys can get out of it after next year.
Yeah, I appreciate the insight, Coach, but
but pull up Jalen numbers and let me see what Jalen numbers look like.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna put it back on the screen. Let me go and take this call. I got it pulled up already. I put it on there.
Man, keep pushing, man.
Okay, I appreciate
Keep on doing what you're doing, man. Keep on doing what you're doing, brother.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, sir. Roll Tide. Yes, sir. Okay, sorry for the wait. 214, you live in the trap. What's happening?
What's up, landlord and Star?
What's happening, Star? How you doing? How you doing? I know you got some insightful things to say about LVE. Let me have it. What you got for the show?
I'm doing good. So when it comes to LVE, I have to disagree with Coach. And I respect Coach because obviously, he's a coach.
Yeah. Coach don't be playing now. He do his homework.
Right. Coach is voted, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not, but I have to disagree with him when he talks about LVE, because LVE did have a struggle in the beginning of the season hitting the hole. And I know
The conference has been locked.
Where it was like, it was kind of good, not good. I know when we faced the Eagles, it was terrible the first time.
Yeah.
It's like he was diagnosing those plays, but he just did not want to be physical. But we noticed that when we who was that? Clark. Yeah, when we activated Damone Clark and Clark started getting ripped, we started seeing LVE hit those holes, make those tackles.
Yeah.
Diagnosing those plays, setting up the defense. If you go back and look at the press conferences with Dan Quinn when LVE got hurt and went out, Dan Quinn kept saying, I'm going to be so excited when LVE gets back because, one, he said it all year, you can really see latent speed out there on the field. And when people think speed, Dan Quinn is talking about his ability to diagnose plays.
Yeah.
It was never LVE's issue of him seeing it. It was, you see it, but you don't want to put your body on the line to make that tackle.
Yeah, he playing a little timid.
Right,
yeah.
He was playing timid. But we see that when LVE was not, when we missed him those two games, I think it was the Jags game and another game we missed with him, the defense fell apart. Because if you go back and look at the game, LVE is setting up the defensive tackles, telling Micah, telling the safeties what to do. Like, he literally was calling our defense.
Yeah.
He was calling our defense. So I think he's important, and I think that he has shown that he's proved himself now to get another contract. Now, we're not going to be crazy and give him, I don't know, Fred Warner money, nothing like that.
Nah.
But he's definitely not no Fred Warner. We're not saying that. But he definitely has value on his team. And another argument I have against Coach, because he's like, well, no one else wanted him, and that story about the Steelers is BS, that's not true. But just because nobody else wanted him doesn't mean that LVE didn't contribute, because we can go back and look at J. Ron Curse. Boss was the only person in the Cowboys community that said J. Ron Curse was going to be anything. Everybody was like, he's terrible.
And nobody wants J. Ron. That's a good point.
Right. Nobody wanted J. Ron. And then J. Ron came in, did what he did for our team, and then he was calling a defense the first year that he was playing for us. So I think, we just got to give I definitely think we need to bring LVE back for Sure. We can draft another linebacker as well because obviously we do need help because we're going to need somebody else. Now, I'm excited for Devin Harper, but he didn't play because he had that ruptured Achilles, right? He had that Achilles injury. And then with Jabril Cox, he's just a freaking conundrum to all of us because we still don't know why he wasn't on the field. Like, he couldn't get barely any snaps.
It's a mystery.
And I'm like, is his tackling really right? And I'm like, is his tackling really that bad to where we couldn't give him any?
That's what's peculiar to me because you mean to tell me Damone Clark just had spinal fusion surgery and he jumped Jabril Cox, a healthy Jabril Cox that's been here a couple of years, and he jumped a healthy Jabril Cox and got on the bench. Got on the field. That's alarming to me. That's alarming.
It's very alarming. And Jabril Cox was, when we got him, he was the steal.
Yeah, I felt like I was very excited about Jabril.
He was the best coverage linebacker in college at that time. So we still confused to this day why Jabril Cox hasn't been on the field. I don't know if it's some behavioral issues or if his injury just wasn't right, but I'm like, no, that can't be because you're not going to let Damone Clark, who just had surgery, get on the field.
This man fresh out the hospital bed, stop.
He's fresh out the hospital, get on the field before Cox. So hopefully, I hope that changes this year. I really do want to see Jabril Cox, but I posed this to Boss. I'm like, but if J-Ron, it's going to come down because who plays the big nickel? J-Ron.
Yeah.
So in order for Jabril to get that role, that's basically DQ telling J-Ron you need to take a seat. And I don't think DQ's going to do that. I don't think he's going to, even though Jabril is faster than J-Ron and probably can cover better than him, I do not see Dan Quinn taking J-Ron off the field.
Nah, that's a great point. That's a great point, but I think something that'll stir all this pot up if they don't bring back Dono. Now, that's where it opens up doors for players like him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You put Jabril, like Coach said, they can use Jabril in the big nickel. You know what I'm saying? He should be able to do it. He's a linebacker. You know what I'm saying? We know he got the speed.
Should, yeah. And he's fast. He's definitely faster than Dono. So I 100%. That's why I have not been high. I would want Dono back, but I know if we bring Dono back, that pretty much is just keeping our young Jabril Cox on the sideline because there's just nowhere for him to play.
I love Dono, though. I want him back. I'm sorry.
I do, too. I love Dono, but I also want to see what we have in Jabril Cox. I'm tired of getting draft picks. We're so draft heavy on our team, but we're not getting the best out of our draft picks, and I hate that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, we have to. We're not big free agency spenders. But anyway, I know you probably got other calls, landlord. So, but that's just all I wanted to say. So thank you for having me, and I'll keep listening.
Already, man. Tell the people where to find you at too, Star. I see you coming. You got some great insight on the Cowboys. We appreciate you.
Thank you. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheStarGazer. But in Gazer, it's instead of an E, it's a 3, and then it's 2 R's at the end.
Alright,
I'll put it in the chat for you guys so y'all can follow me on Twitter. All right?
Yeah, I appreciate all the support you do over there for me too, man. You have a good one.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a decent phone call session. 2 great calls from Coach Marv and Stargazer Sports. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. I think Matt had a couple super chats. Let me make sure I ain't missed no more. Yeah, I don't know if I seen that. Excuse me. I like new linebacker coach. He's DQ guy. I'm excited too. Yeah, I think he gonna be good too. Matt had another $2 super chat. He says, Jerry opened the checkbook, paid them guys. Hey, damn in the trap, Jerry. Hey, Mr. Jones, the only person we'll take a check from in the trap. We already know he good for us. You understand me? We know Jerry good for a check. Shout out to Matt with another $5 super chat. He said, if we spend 13 to 14 million, add piece to defensive tackle and wide receiver, we good. A team that can make the Super Bowl, that's not a lot of money. Stop being cheap, Jared. Hey, tell that to Dollar Bill Jones, too.
Dollar Bill! Shut down! Pay no country boy nothing!
Nothing. We ain't paying them nothing now. We gotta push them all up in the closet when free agency hit. Coach Mars said, landlord, if LVE was on another team and played the same way and same take, would you consider him in free agency? Great job, Star. Much love. I mean, if for cheap, that's what I'm saying. I'm not finna pay him no premium here either. But look, Coach, because I know you was campaigning for Zeke. And right now, I feel a little better about Zeke from when I looked at the offensive line film. But would you be acquiring Zeke? I challenge you with the same question. And I think that's a great question, Coach, because that's how you detach the emotions from it. Would you be trying to acquire Zeke as a free agent? And that the answer is a resounding no. Like, just being real. Nobody would say, yes, let's go get Zeke. Let's go get him. When nobody say that. I think that's the honest to God truth. Even if you very high on Zeke, I don't think nobody will be saying that. What y'all think? Like, let me know if I'm wrong. That's a good question, though, Coach. And I wouldn't be trying to get him for no big deal. I tell you that. So that was a good question, Coach. I definitely wouldn't be trying to pay him no whole lot of money, though. I tell you that much. Definitely. We're not getting him down there too expensive. Who you talking about? I must have missed it. But let me know what you think about that, Coach, because it's the same thing. Like, it's a lot of people that's pro Zeke. We definitely wouldn't be trying to get Zeke as free agent. That's how you detach the emotions. That's a good analogy. And I wouldn't be beating on the table. I wouldn't be standing on the table to go get LVE. So yeah, you got me. But he is a decent piece to this team that's been here, that knows the defense. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's just 100% washed, and I like what I seen from him towards the end of the season. Like, I think the whole back half of the season, LVE was playing good football, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion, though. See, that's why I messed up and played them videos in reverse. That Bengals game supposed to have been played first because I was pessimistic on him. I was looking very critical on how he was playing. Then the game against the Texans, I kind of changed my tune. You know what I'm saying? Because that was his best game of the year, I believe, against the Texans. JC says, I love Zeke, but running back is a young man's game. There is a ton of value in the draft. Use that money and go get a DT cornerback and wide receiver. Absolutely, sir. That's what I'm saying.
Trap.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it is what it is. You gotta detach yourself away from the emotions and make the right logical decision. You gotta think rationally. You know what I'm saying? Do not think with your emotions. We all love Zeke. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a Zeke hater. Cole says if we cut Zeke, he might get top money, but he would the Rams and have 1,000+ yards. I don't think so, Coach. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think so. I don't think nobody's paying Zeke no top money. And I don't know if with a great O-line, he might get 1,000. We just got an okay line right now. So with the Eagles line, he might run with 1,000. He might run for 1,000 with with an Eagles type line. Jay from SoCal says, keep Zeke. Pollard is fragile and don't trust him. Draft a running back in the 3rd or 4th round. Yeah, I was just posing that same question because that was a great way that Coach Marv posed that question. So I just wanted to use Zeke as that player too, because I definitely wouldn't be paying a lot for LVE in free agency though. No way. No way. But you got it. She says, see the bigger picture. What is our ultimate goal, Cowboy Nation? Yeah, I think it's gut checking time, you got it. Because I understand what you mean. You saying like, hey, do y'all want to just stay attached to these players, or are y'all really, really trying to win? You know what happens when you're trying to really win? You got to make a lot of tough decisions. You got to make tough decisions, man. You got to walk people out the building that you fond of. It just happens like that. But it's for the betterment of the whole football team. You know what I'm saying? Being selfish won't help you in that type of case. Know what I'm saying? It's going to come a point in time where some of the players that we love the most going to have to get walked out the door. That's just how it go. See, we might need to adopt that New England Patriots mindset where they was like, you good, but you ain't the best in your position, See you later, sir. They look people dead in their eyes and say, you trash. Like, even they premier players, New England was making people out of a star. This what they was doing during their Super Bowl dominance. They'll make a player out of a star and then let them build up, get a little hype on them, let them go, get some comp picks back. They ain't never signed most of their big players. None of the defensive players. Coach Belichick knew that it was mostly his scheme. He was like, okay, y'all can feel like this a star. Let him go on, get some money back for him, and let him go. Like, they didn't hardly commit to none of their defensive players during that run. Like, if they did, it was only a few. It was very few players that Belichick committed to during their reign of dominance. Real talk. Like, watch, go check it out. It wasn't many people that he stayed committed to. He was shuffling them players in and out. JC Cowboy Network says, I like Joey Porter Jr. When you have a player with NFL bloodlines, you got to go get those players. He does have weaknesses like all players, but he has the size and athleticism to thrive in our scheme. I don't know if you heard my take on him. Like, he has the prototypical build for a corner. I feel like he can develop into a great corner, but I don't know about day one. I think day one, the way his feet so stiff to me, I think his feet real stiff. And I don't think it's like stiff for just because like he's not able to move them. I think he got a lot of hubris about his game and his length and his size and his speed. I think he a little too overly confident. Like, none of those college receivers scare him at all. He sit up there and just don't even move his feet. Like, bro, you're not getting past me. Then he move his feet. Like, you got to be ready. Like, I feel like a smaller receiver will cook him, especially year one. Like a quick twitcher receiver, he going to cook him. But I think he'll be able to learn. You can coach that up, though. Al Harris and DQ can coach that up, though. So maybe if he get cooked in the beginning of his career, I don't think down the stretch, like maybe if you bring him to Dallas, he might have that fixed before the midway in the season. So I like Porter, though. I like him, but he's just like any other player. He's not a finished product right now. You know, don't many of them come around. And most of the time, they don't fall to 26. Shout out to Adrian Griffin over there in the trap. What's happening? Trap. JC says, I like him a lot, landlord. Check the breakdown I did on him when you get a chance, bro. I believe in Dan Quinn's scheme, he can be a Richard Sherman or Brandon Browner. I take Richard over Brandon, though. You know, Brandon didn't do too much of nothing after he left that Legion of Boom. It was the supporting cast more than him and the scheme. But Richard Sherman was a dog. So I can see Richard. And that's who DQ want, too. DQ want somebody like that. Shout out to Matt Fry with another $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you, sir. He said, don't sleep on that offensive lineman. Got beat up last year, landlord. We got younger there, too. If you have a great offensive line, life's easy for running backs and quarterbacks, Mac. That's a fact. Bars. If you give this Dak Prescott some time, like more than enough time to make decisions, man, landlord gonna cook, y'all. We gonna be cooking. We gonna be barbecuing. Dak gonna show you he him. You give him some extra time, Man,
It's me, I'm him, I'm
Dak
not
ain't had that
them.
in
I'm
years.
him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Dak ain't had just a whole bunch of time to throw the ball in years. Our offensive line been on the decline, in my opinion. Somebody said something to me. Shout out to Normal Guy. He said, "What up, landlord? I am watching the 3-point contest." Hey, is Steph in it? That's the only reason I watch. You understand? Ty J. Spears, that's the Tulsa running back, right? Is that's Tulane, the Tulane running back? Yeah, I think he good. When I seen him at the Senior Bowl, he was looking shifty out there. He was looking very much so shifty, Mr. Michael. He's shifty. So, yeah, he's a good pick late too. Maybe 3rd round. Our 3rd round will be technically like a 4th rounder. So maybe he won't last to our 4th round pick more than likely. But yeah, man, y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about? I think we had a decent show today, y'all. We just hit the hour and a half mark. Anybody got any more thoughts, questions, and concerns before we lock this up? I'll give y'all a little timer. I'll give you like 2 minutes to ask me some questions if y'all want to. If not, we can ride this thing all night. Okay? We're going to do a little 2-minute time and see if y'all got something to ask me. And we can go over the topics that's within that 2-minute frame, and then we can wrap this show on up. I appreciate y'all here rocking with me. Make sure you hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We got 74 people in the building. What them lights looking like, Mars? We need to at least get to 64. It can be 10 haters in here. You know what I'm saying? It could be 10 haters in the building, man. We got 74 people watching. Let's get it to 64, at least. Joe Tranchina said he in the bed. Hey, I appreciate you, sir. Real talk. I appreciate you. Let me see if I can get some of these questions before this minute up. I don't know if I seen any yet. We'll catch the replay. Have a good night. You too, Adrian. Let's see where we started at. Okay, I think we started about right here at the 2-minute mark. Ventrell Middle. I don't know if I seen him yet. I ain't watched the linebackers yet, Michael. I'm going to have to get on the defense. You know I'm an offensive guy, so I'm spending a lot of time on offense, but I'm going to get to the defense. I have looked at some of the DBs, though. Let's see. No, Steph Curry is in the 3-point contest. Oh, he ain't. Okay, we got 30 seconds for a few questions, and then we're going to wrap this thing on up if y'all don't mind. For the one time, let's get it. Yeah, I'm going to do a mock. I'm going to try to do a big board, Derby. I'm going to try to do my own big board for the Cowboys. Like, you know what I'm saying? The players that I want, that I feel like should be on our radar big time. You know what I'm saying? Like, from most important to least important. Okay, we got the 2 minutes up. Let's see what we got. I wish I had the Jeopardy music. Yeah, Ventrell, I haven't seen the linebacker, so my bad. Zeke going to take a pay cut? Absolutely he is. And I feel like he might be semi-progress stopper, but I guess so. I love Jamar Gibbs. I feel like he would be phenomenal for the Cowboys. This man is a pass-catching, know what I'm saying? He got the agility. This man can do everything, man. He is sensational. I would love to make him a Cowboy. You know I'm a Bama fan, too, now. Come on now.
We are America's team. The most watched. The most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tune in every Sunday.
Okay, let's see. Chris Higgins says exactly because we've been too slow with development and not going hard on free agency when it comes to the trenches. Yeah, we've been neglecting them. Okay, Tank Biggs be nice. Yeah, we like Tank Biggs, but you know, even though he's an Auburn guy, unfortunately, I think Tank can ball out though. He's a hard, tough, gritty type runner, man. He's like a, who can I compare him to? He one of them nasty type running backs from what I seen. Every time we play him, like he gonna bounce off a lot of tackles. He got some decent vision. Like he going in. Okay, Swain. I appreciate that, sir. Appreciate you, sir. Trap. If you ain't hit the like button, man, make sure you hit the like button for your boy, man. I try to dedicate a lot of time to this. I'm trying to get better, and I just want the show to grow. I want to try to whoop that algorithm, man. They be hating on us. They hear the word trap, and they be like, Trap. They be like, this is not for this type of audience. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't welcome to the trap, so they don't be wanting to push it out, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Prayers for the playmaker. Yeah, we gotta hopefully that's all cap what they trying to put on that man. But yeah, Durbin, I answered your question. I'm gonna try to do my own big board. And I've been doing a few mocks too, Durbin. I think you just watch around this time, like on my new times. You know, usually my normal time be like in the morning time. So I don't know if that be working for your schedule, because I don't think I used to see you in the morning. So I done did a few mocks though. I might do one tomorrow. Not this year. Ty J is Paula 2.0. Yeah, that boy twitchy. Landlord, would you gut the running back room? I wouldn't be mad if they did though. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, my initial thoughts on Zeke wasn't too good. But once I reviewed the offensive line play, I felt a little better about Zeke. So, you know, even though me feeling a little better doesn't mean too much, because I was feeling horrible at first, you know what I'm saying? I was saying get that boy up out of here. So me feeling a little better, that means I went from a 0 to like what, a 35. I'm still not super excited about Zeke, because I don't know if he can offer us what we need right now. I feel like we need to get far more athletic at all the skill positions. Like, I feel like we need a upgrade at wide receiver and running back. Like, I really do. Like, I think that's critical to our success going forward, especially trying to keep pace with a team like the Eagles. Like, they got a lot of nice weapons outside and stuff. Like, we need to be able to compete. But let me see. The 4-3. You saying, are we going to run a 4-3? That's what we usually run, ain't it? I ain't sure. Running back, yeah, Tank. Have a good rest of your weekend, too, Mr. JC. Oregon cornerback is nice. That boy is a gangster, Tyrone Church. That boy is a gangster. That boy is a gangster. I just stumbled upon some of his tape. I ain't even know he was projected that high. The Gonzalez guy. That dude is a ball hawk, man. I would love to put him over there with with Trayvon Diggs, man. That'll be, boy. Yeah, Christian Gonzalez, yeah. That boy a monster, man. I would love to have that boy over there with Trayvon, bro. We'll be up. It'll be very good grief word for them offensive teams, man. Shout out to Matt Fry with another $5 super chat. He says, I like Tank Bigsby or Zach Evans from Ole Miss. Day 2 guys. Okay. I'm going to have to look at Zach Evans, but yeah, Tank pretty nice. I want a free agent middle linebacker. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Edmonds from the Bills, though. He's a first-round pick from 2018. He's still in his prime. The boy can play. If the Cowboys really want to win, we're going to find out because he's available. But you know, we'll have to pay him to make him leave Buffalo, and we know that paying people is not Dollar Bill Jones' specialty.
Dollar Bill! Shut down! Pay no country bum nothing! Nothing!
He said Emerson Forbes. I'm not familiar with him, Chris Graham. I'm going to have to look him up. Cam Smith, the DB out of, what that is, South Carolina, I think so. Yeah, he pretty good. I like him too. Yeah, dun. It's getting nefarious in here, man. It's getting nefarious. Ian Pace Jr., Cincinnati outside linebacker. I ain't checked him out, Tav. Is he a free agent? Gibbs was leading receiver for Bama half the season. Absolutely, that boy is phenomenal, man. This boy is phenomenal. This boy is phenomenal. Roderick Jones, offensive tackle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check him out. I ain't got to the line yet. It's still early, y'all. We got 2 weeks. We got a week for the count before the combine, though. So I'm gonna try to catch him up too. I'm going to try to catch up to a lot of the position groups I haven't seen yet so I can be a little knowledgeable going into the combine. But, yeah, man, I appreciate everybody rocking with your boy, man. Real talk. I really do. Make sure you hit that like and share for the squad that will not charge the card, man. We're finna ride this thing on now. I think I had a good time with y'all today, man. I really do. Hold on. I got a few questions at the end. Let me see. Yeah, Mike, I ain't looked at the offensive lineman yet, sir. I'm sorry. Star said, Landlord, when do you think it's appropriate to trade a player? What you mean, Star? Because, you know, this a business. It's because saying like what's the appropriate time, you talking about like what kind of decline I need to see in their talents before I do it. I would feel like, this might be controversial, but you got to catch them on the tail end of they peak production. That's the ideal time to trade a player. And you know who fit that description right now? Y'all ain't gonna like it. Y'all know who fit that description. Let me know if y'all want me to make you sad. Because you're not gonna like who I say it is. You got to catch a player at the tail end of their peak production. That's the perfect time to trade somebody, in my opinion. That's the type of answer you was looking for, Star. The tail end of peak production, because you want them. It's just like selling a lemon. You know what I'm saying? It's like selling a lemon car. You know, they got laws against that now. Okay, Peter Rizzo. You know, shout out to you on Facebook, sir. You be holding me down. But it's going to make you sad. But the perfect trade candidate, the way I said my formula would be, is to catch a player at the tail end of his peak production so you can swindle somebody. This player is not quite at the tail end, but you'll get a lot for him. Mr. Zach Martin. Ooh, I'm telling you. How many more great years you think you're going to get out of Zach? Because you might be able to finagle, you might be able to finesse you out like a 2 first-round pick type vibes or something for Zach right now, man. I'm telling you. Man, somebody might pay about 2. Somebody might pay about 2 first round for Zach right now. Donnell, I know I love Zach. I went there to get rid of Zach. But if somebody come knocking, hey, you want to get rid of Zach Martin for 2 first-round picks? I'm like, sign me up. Sign me up. You know what I'm saying? Sign me up. See, I still feel like Zach got like what? How many years? This the last exercise. How many years of peak production y'all think Zach Martin got left? I'd say maybe 2 to 3. 3 might be a stretch. I say 2 to 3. 2 to 3. I wouldn't dare want to. But if somebody gave me a Godfather offer, I'm on it. I'm on it. You understand? Sign me up. Yeah, he's our best offensive lineman. We projecting in the future though, Joe. We just saying like how many more years? That's the question I posed to you, Mr. Joe Trenchana. You know you my guy. How many more years do you think you're gonna get peak Zach Martin? That right there let you know if he's a great candidate or not. You know what I'm saying? I said 3 is a stretch to me. You know what I'm saying? So 2, I feel like next year he gonna be great. The year after that, he gonna be pretty good. The year after that, he gonna be good. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? If he can stay healthy. So he's a prime candidate. And y'all got mad at my brother West Coast last year too. Guess what West Coast said, and we would have been well off. West Coast said this in the middle of the season. We should have traded Dorrance Armstrong. When Dorrance had like 7-8 sacks, man, we could have flipped that. Somebody probably would have gave him about a first-round pick for him. Real talk. Somebody probably would have gave us a first or a second for Dorrance Armstrong. Cause he came out the gate with a high production. You know what I'm saying? He came out the gate with high productions. People probably would have bought it. They'd have been like, oh, he got how many sacks this early in the year? Oh, sign me up. He finna ball out. And they would have got them a lemon. Yeah, they be hating on my boy West Coast, man. West I love West though, cause he gonna speak his mind. He gonna say what he feel like is true. That's what you need out here, man. We need more soldiers out here in the trap. Trap. Know what I'm saying? Stand up for what you believe in, man. Jeff from SoCal said might get a 1 for him, probably 2 and 3. What you mean a 1? Like a first round for who? Who we talking about, Dorrance? Or we still talking about Zach? Because I think at the beginning of the year, you probably could have got a first for Dorrance or something. Maybe a 2 at the least. I don't know, because he was going crazy at the beginning of the year. If we would have finessed them with Dorrance that early, bro, we would have went crazy. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, pulling up, stopping by in the Trend Lab. I think we had a good show today. Trap. 846. I might mess around and come back with my homies. I got to see what they want to do. But if not, I'll see y'all later on. You understand? I appreciate all the love. Make sure y'all hit that like on the way out. Let's rock.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. No, I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey, ain't no looking bad, big came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, and we just get K and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate.
I appreciate y'all today, man. I really enjoyed this show. Hey,
landlord is showing how to ball.
Man, the buzzer, baby. He says we need to sign a good offensive and draft offensive lineman before you do it. Got replaced his production though. Yeah, I'm not campaigning to get rid of Zach. I'm just telling you who fit that description. That's all I'm saying. I want to keep Zach, but start asking me a very insightful, detailed question, and I feel like I answered it properly. I want Zach to stay, but he is a prime candidate to get a good haul back for. But I appreciate y'all, man. You know why them haters be hating on us. Y'all know why, because we are the greatest. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's get it.
Put my money,
y'all know we the greatest,
in my hand.
Let's get it, let's go.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine, verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in they house, they probably got my pics in the shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. They words are unemployed like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, and payouts till you make it. Show them all you the greatest. I'm the greatest.
And you know I'm not just the greatest. Y'all the greatest. The Cowboys are the greatest. We are collectively the greatest. You already know. If you didn't know, if your first time watching, I go by Landlord from Alabama. Your plug for everything about America's team, a.k.a.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
And I'm glad you joined me for a while today, man. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.